and bullied in those harsh moments, and now being near her daughter. Her 8-year-old can't even tell colors. Hearing her daughter argue with her friends suddenly gave Dawn a realization. A man soon emerged from a 5-star hotel. He received an anonymous envelope. Inside was just a toothbrush. The man felt randomly annoyed. Back in school, this rich kid once beat a classmate on recognition. From then on, everyone knew he was colorblind, and colorblindness is hereditary. Now, when Dawn presents her daughter's drawing, Yan Zhen panicked, genuinely unsure of Dawn's intentions. At first, she worried her daughter might be harmed. Now, she feared her daughter's identity being exposed. She meant to calm down, but trying harder made her more frantic. She even burned a hole in her pricey skirt. She was nearly crazy. In her panic, she rushed to her husband's company, saying he looked handsome at work. Then she suggested sending their daughter abroad. Her husband didn't get her sudden mood. Their daughter is only 8. She walks 15 minutes to school. The driver and nanny take her. It's not affecting you at all. Wife says daughter has a new homeroom teacher, and it's the crazy type. See husband getting serious about digging deep. She started to regret. Quickly tried to defend herself. Said her period came. Told him to keep working, don't worry. But Yan Zhen has no clue. Her husband is slowly falling into Ethan's plan. In the bathtub, the man tases the woman's dark hair. The woman couldn't help but snort, as if his eyes weren't working. Then she flipped her red hair and said she just dyed it. This completely angered the man. The next second, the man grabbed her hair, seriously warned her. I hate Little Red Riding Hood most. Little does he know he doesn't hate her, but rather, he hates being outed as colorblind. So he always wears contact lenses and uses eye drops to see the colored world. Unbeknownst to him, this eye drop would soon become his death warrant. But it's well known that he's colorblind, including Ethan, whom he bullied back then. The man laughed at her, saying she's fuller than before. The next second, she slapped him, though he's colorblind. He made them stand in the rain. When he heard someone coming, he had no choice but to leave. But just before leaving, he asked how many strawberry shakes she had. Due to his wealthy background, Ethan could only swallow his frustration. But fortunes can change over time. And she even gifted him something big, an old classmate's daughter's toothbrush, but he foolishly didn't get the meaning till Ethan reminded him to test the brush. The rich kid told her to let it all out at once. Ethan just handed him a painting. However, opening it made him sweat because the painting, like his world, had no color. So he got a paternity test to try it out. He never thought his friend had a daughter, and she said, no wonder she's so beautiful. He saw she was his mom's good friend. The girl broke free and aimed for a cross, but strangely, the girl hesitated to move ahead. The rich kid realized his daughter was colorblind like him, and this condition is hereditary. He strides forward. A wave of fatherly love hits him. He silently vows to protect his daughter. The more he sees her, the more he loves her. Suddenly, a speeding car honks from behind. His old temper flares up instantly. He curses at the driver as they drive away. The girl looks at him with disdain. I just wanted to protect you so much. He wants to claim his daughter. Don't get your hopes up. Children born during marriage. No ties to you as my real dad, unless they get divorced. Even though they are still in an improper relationship, their marital bond is very strong. They don't know a force is at work. This makes Yan Zhen's husband doubt her. Unaware, Yan Zhen confronts the rich heir. Angry, she asks why he won't answer. What crazy thought makes you want to see my daughter? He pushes Yan Zhen against the wall. He asks her why she is carrying my daughter. Just because he's a tycoon and I'm a rich kid, Yan Zhen knew she was in the wrong, so she took the initiative to kiss the rich kid. She hoped to use this to stop him from questioning her. But this involves her daughter. How could he just give up? The girl had a parent meeting. It's normal for that to come. The tycoon always had a bad feeling. Dawn in survival caught the tycoon's eye. The woman he dreamed of finding every day. It's his daughter's teacher. The tycoon took a deep breath. Is it just chance or is there more? The man is worth billions. It's just that no young folks play Go anymore. Following his gaze, he was stunned. The woman before him, regardless of age or gender. But the old man warned the tycoon. She weighs big every time she shows up. The old man speaks wonders. He couldn't help but be curious about her. Little does he know, she has marked him, so he joined the crowd to watch. But he just glanced at the board and couldn't help but smile. Clearly, her skill impressed him, but he never expected she had waited a decade for this moment. It's just Yan Zhen's husband to draw near to him. She follows him daily to learn his preferences. After he showed interest in Weiqi, she studied day and night. She would even watch the old man play by the roadside. Perhaps fate understood her struggles, brought her to the benefactor, Zuru. Learning the girl liked Go, Zuru graciously expressed he would teach her. Since he's a Go expert, even though Donna knew his thoughts, she still agreed to one-on-one tutoring. She came here to start. She'd been here a while now and caught the man's eye, but she played hard to get. Before leaving, she hardly glanced at the tycoon and then moved one over his heart completely. After returning, the man set up Donna's Go game, yet he grew more baffled. The game's outcome was set long ago, but she stalled to the end. But he thought she was just sparing her opponent's pride. Unsure if he liked the woman, he saw more than just the chessboard, but also the woman's expressionless face. Was living across the street, watching their every move, but for some reason, he wasn't there to play chess. He only wanted one more look at her, yet he hadn't seen her in person for half a month. He couldn't help but feel childish. Just when he was about to give up, the Ethan he had been thinking about appeared. This time, they were so close, but Ethan still did meet his gaze. Yet this only piqued the financier's interest more. Watching her deftly tie her hair up while waiting for her opponent, the financier knew his chance had come. Soon, the two began their game, but both had hidden agendas. As the end neared, neither of them spoke a word. Finally, the man spoke first. It's been ages since you last came here. Yes, busy making ends meet. Emma joked about the sacred text. She claimed she sought naive men to swindle and hurt. The tycoon laughed and asked how business was. Not great, because I'm a good person. The tycoon was surprised by her unexpected reply. Just as the two were talking, Emma won a round. The tycoon willingly wagered 20,000. At this moment, Emma was sure the tycoon had fallen into her trap, because she knew she had to play the long game to catch the big fish. When a woman can't sleep at night, she wants to sense the kettle's warmth, because this feeling helps her remind her of her purpose to live. From the day she faced humiliation 10 years ago, she secretly vowed, and she greeted him as if she bore no grudge. The man showed the look of a prey caught in a trap. He invited her to the private room inside. He knew this woman was always submissive, but he didn't know how fierce a tested woman could be. The bullies used her to vent their frustrations. They even burned her skin with a curling iron. To keep her quiet, they covered her mouth with a kiss. She would never forget the guy with the tattoo on his neck. 18 years later, he was the first she sought out, because she knew he was just a lackey. Whether it was 18 years ago or now, he relies on others and takes orders. Hearing the guy with the braid ask her to a room, she came in without worry. She even asked playfully if he owned the place. The guy with the braid just confirmed. Then they heard a staff member call out, "He wants you to fetch clothes from the laundry and to buy some dog food." Donian jumped in to ask if he still helped Quan. That made him furious instantly, because he felt like a babysitter 24/7. He even had to clean up dog poop for the colorblind Quan. What a wretched life. Donian was well aware of all this. Shouldn't you be playing golf every day and soaking up some sun? Why not open your own shop? The guy with the braid told her to leave if she kept mocking him. Ethan was waiting for that. She told Braids, "I can make all this yours, so you won't be anyone else's errand." Braids seemed hooked. Asked her how to change to avoid surveillance. The two went to the rooftop.